Welcome back. Please like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel.
Good morning. Today we are discussing a significant milestone in the technology center. A new type of processor has just been released that could change how our data centers work.
That is correct, Alex. It is called a silicon photonics processor. This technology is revolutionary because it replaces traditional copper wiring with microscopic lasers. Essentially, it uses light instead of electricity to move data.
This shift is very important for the future of artificial intelligence. As AI models grow larger, they require more power and create a lot of heat. Using light helps solve these problems.
The numbers are quite impressive. Experts say this technology reduces data delays by 40%. Even better, it improves energy efficiency by 3 times. This is a massive step forward for high-performance computing.
It certainly is. In the current economic climate, President Trump has emphasized the importance of American leadership in technology. These advancements will help keep our digital infrastructure strong and competitive on a global scale.
Major hardware companies are already moving forward. They plan to include these light-based connections in their new servers by 2026. This should help stabilize rising costs for data centers, which have been under pressure recently.
It also addresses environmental concerns. By using less energy, these data centers will have a smaller carbon footprint. It seems we are finally moving past the copper bottleneck that has slowed down computers for years.
It is a more sustainable path for the industry. This technology ensures that our cloud infrastructure can continue to grow without wasting excessive resources.
A very bright future ahead for the tech world. Thank you for joining us for this update.
Thank you, Alex. We will continue to monitor these developments closely.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our technology update. Today we are discussing a major announcement from Apple that could change how we use computers.
That is right, Alex. Apple has officially revealed the Vision Pro 3. This new headset is much smaller and lighter than previous models, making it easier to wear for a long time.
The most interesting feature is the new Neuralink headband. Jamie, how does this actually work for the user?
It is quite impressive. The headband uses special sensors to read signals from the wearer's body. This means you can control menus or type messages just by thinking about the movement. You do not need to move your hands or use your voice at all.
That sounds like a significant leap forward. However, with technology that reads body signals, many people will worry about their privacy. How is Apple addressing this?
Apple says privacy is a top priority. All the neural data is processed locally on their new M5 chip. The information stays on the device and is not sent to the cloud, which helps keep personal data safe.
It seems Apple is moving away from handheld screens. They want to focus on ambient computing, where our digital work and the physical world blend together perfectly.
Exactly. Early reviews show that these virtual workspaces feel very natural. This could change how professionals, like designers and engineers, perform their daily tasks.
It is an exciting time for the consumer electronics market. This release might be the start of a new era in how humans interact with machines.
I agree. While other companies will surely try to follow, Apple's new sensor technology gives them a very strong lead for now.
Thank you for that analysis, Jamie. We will continue to watch how this technology develops. Thank you for listening. Good morning. Today we are discussing a significant shift in the global financial system. A group of international banks has officially launched a new digital currency called ARM.
Hello, Alex. This is a very interesting development. Unlike many other digital assets, ARM is a stablecoin. This means its value is fully backed by real physical gold reserves that are regularly checked and audited.
That is a key point, Jamie. Because it is backed by gold and has been cleared by major regulators, it is being treated as a professional tool for international trade. It is no longer just for private investors.
Exactly. Currently, many investors are worried about fluctuations in traditional bond markets. They are flocking to ARM as a digital safe haven. It offers the speed of a digital transfer, but keeps the steady intrinsic value of precious metals.
We are also seeing an impact on emerging markets. Analysts suggest that smaller nations might start linking their own local digital currencies to the ARM standard. This could eventually reduce the dominance of traditional reserve currencies in global trade.
The market reaction has been immediate. By midday today, the volume of these gold-backed transactions actually surpassed traditional gold ETFs. This suggests that the way the world stores and moves wealth is changing for the long term.
It is a historic moment for the markets as we see technology and traditional assets come together. Thank you for that analysis, Jamie.
You are welcome, Alex.
And thank you for joining us. We will continue to monitor these market changes as they develop. Have a productive day.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Economic Report. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Thank you for joining us. Today, we have important news regarding the U.S. economy and the Federal Reserve.
That's right. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell confirmed today that interest rates will remain the same. For months, people wondered if the bank would raise rates again, but they decided to wait.
This decision comes after a very strong jobs report. In January, the U.S. created 250,000 new jobs. Most of these positions are in domestic manufacturing and the technology sector.
It is a significant number. Mr. Powell noted that while the economy is expanding, inflation is staying near the 2% target. He described the current policy as supportive of growth.
It seems the Fed is successfully navigating a soft landing. This means they are controlling inflation without causing a recession. This is much better than what many experts predicted last year.
The financial markets reacted very well to this stability. The S&P 500 reached a new record high today.
Exactly. When interest rates are steady, companies feel more confident. We expect to see more long-term investment, especially in infrastructure projects. These projects have been a major focus of recent federal policy changes.
It is certainly a calm and positive outlook for the domestic economy. Thank you for the analysis, Jamie.
You're welcome, Alex.
And thank you all for listening. We will see you in our next update. Good morning. I'm Alex. Today, we are looking at a major development from the White House regarding the nation's power supply.
Hello, everyone. This morning in the Oval Office, President Trump signed the American Energy Independence Executive Order. This is a significant policy that aims to change how the United States produces electricity.
The main focus here is on small modular reactors, or SMRs. Jamie, why is the administration prioritizing this specific technology?
The president emphasized that this is a matter of national security. Furthermore, as the United States competes in the global AI race, our data centers need an immense amount of power. These smaller nuclear reactors are designed to be built faster and more efficiently to meet that demand.
I understand the plan also identifies specific locations for these new facilities.
That is correct. The order instructs the Department of Energy to find 10 strategic locations. They are prioritizing regions where coal plants have been closing. The goal is to lower energy costs for families and create thousands of new, high-paying technical jobs in those areas.
It sounds like a very ambitious plan for reindustrialization. However, have there been any concerns raised?
Yes, while supporters are excited about the jobs, critics are worried about long-term nuclear waste management. In response, the administration says they are using a multi-pronged strategy. This means they will expand nuclear power while also increasing domestic oil drilling.
So the overall goal is to reduce reliance on foreign energy markets entirely.
Exactly, Alex. This policy is a centerpiece of the president's current term. It is a clear move toward making the U.S. energy independent and economically competitive.
Thank you for that clear analysis, Jamie. We will keep a close watch on how these 10 locations are selected.
Thank you, Alex.
Good morning. Today, we are looking at a significant update in international relations. The United States and Japan have finalized a new maritime defense treaty.
That's right, Alex. The agreement was signed during a summit at Mar-a-Lago. It marks a new chapter for the partnership between Washington and Tokyo. President Trump described this alliance as a pillar of stability for the region.
It seems this treaty is quite detailed. Could you explain the main points of the agreement?
Certainly. First, it establishes a permanent maritime coordination center. This will allow both countries to monitor the sea together more effectively. Second, the pact includes plans to develop advanced defense technology. Finally, there will be more U.S. troop rotations to help keep trade routes open and secure.
There was also a strong focus on burden sharing. What does that mean in this context?
It's a key part of the America First approach. President Trump emphasized that defense costs should be shared fairly between the two nations. The goal is to build a high-value partnership that maintains balance without overextending American resources.
So it is about being more efficient while staying prepared for modern security challenges.
Exactly. By working closely with a strong partner like Japan, the U.S. aims to ensure that regional trade remains safe and the Pacific remains stable.
It is a clear strategic move for both nations. Thank you for that analysis, Jamie.
You're welcome, Alex.
And thank you for joining us today. We will continue to follow these developments as they unfold.
Good morning. Today, we are looking at a significant new report from UNESCO regarding global education. It shows that the way the world learns is changing very quickly.
That's right, Alex. According to the 2026 report, more than 80% of young people are now digitally fluent. This means they can do much more than just use a phone. They understand how to manage complex information and use basic computer programming.
That is a remarkable statistic. What is driving this rapid growth in digital skills?
Two main factors are responsible. First, satellite internet has become much cheaper and more available. Second, new AI learning platforms can now adapt to local languages and different cultures. This makes quality education available to almost anyone, anywhere.
It sounds like this is narrowing the gap between students in big cities and those in rural areas. We are seeing a shift from traditional classrooms to a hybrid model where students learn at their own speed using online networks.
Exactly. This democratization of education is a key topic today. Even here in the United States, under President Trump's current administration, there is a strong focus on using these technologies to ensure our workforce stays competitive in the modern digital economy.
It is an exciting trend, though the report does mention some concerns. We must still be careful about data privacy and the quality of the content students see online.
Very true. However, the overall message is positive. The world is becoming more interconnected and informed.
It certainly is. Thank you for that analysis, Jamie.
My pleasure, Alex.
Good morning. In today's news, we look at a growing trend in major cities called intergenerational housing. This program is helping to solve two problems at once: the high cost of rent and the feeling of loneliness.
That's right, Alex. Many large cities are now trying this model. The idea is simple. University students live in the same buildings as elderly residents. In exchange for much lower rent, students spend a few hours every week helping their older neighbors.
New York City recently announced that it is expanding this program. They found that participants are much happier. In fact, mental health scores for both the students and the seniors increased by 30%.
It is an interesting solution. For students, it reduces the financial pressure of living in an expensive city. For the seniors, it gives them a sense of purpose and daily companionship. Sociologists say this creates a village feel within a busy, crowded metropolitan area.
It is also a very efficient system. Instead of building new facilities, the program uses buildings that already exist. This makes the community stronger and more connected without spending too much money.
As the world's population gets older, experts believe this will become a vital strategy. It is not just about housing. It is about building a more compassionate and sustainable city for everyone.
Indeed. It shows that different generations have a lot to offer one another. Thank you for joining us for this report.
Have a productive day.
Good morning. Today we are discussing a major milestone in the world of science. An international team of researchers has successfully mapped the complete human proteome in real time.
Hello, Alex. This is indeed a significant development. To help our listeners understand, we can think of our DNA as a blueprint. While the Human Genome Project mapped that blueprint, this new map tracks the actual workers of the cell, which are proteins.
That is a helpful analogy. In the past, we could see the instructions, but we couldn't always see the builders in action. How are scientists able to watch these proteins now?
They are using a combination of advanced mass spectrometry and artificial intelligence. This allows them to observe how proteins fold and interact inside a living cell as it happens.
This sounds like it could change how we treat diseases. If the genetic code stays the same, but the proteins behave differently, what does that mean for patients?
It means we can understand diseases like cancer or autoimmune disorders much better. In these illnesses, proteins often become erratic. By tracking these changes in real time, doctors can develop personalized medicine tailored to exactly what is happening in a patient's body at that moment.
So instead of a general treatment, the medicine becomes much more specific and effective.
Exactly. The scientific community is calling this the beginning of the post-genomic era. We are moving from a reactive style of medicine to a predictive one. We can see a problem starting before the patient even feels sick.
It is a remarkable leap forward for human health. It will be interesting to see how this technology reaches our hospitals in the coming years.
I agree, Alex. It is a very hopeful time for medical science.
Thank you for joining us for this update. We will continue to follow this story as it develops.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we have a significant update from NASA regarding our search for life in the solar system.
That is right, Alex. NASA's Europa Clipper spacecraft has just completed a low-altitude flight over Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. It detected something very important in the plumes of water vapor rising from the surface.
The spacecraft found organic compounds, including amino acids. For our listeners, these are the basic chemical building blocks found in every living thing on Earth.
It is a major discovery. While the scientists did not find actual living organisms, they described Europa's subsurface ocean as chemically fertile. This means the environment has the right ingredients to support life.
This news has shifted the focus of the scientific community. Many experts now believe that the outer solar system is the most likely place to find life beyond our planet.
In response, the Trump administration and NASA are moving forward quickly. They are now fast-tracking plans for a new mission called a cryobot.
A cryobot is a specialized lander. Its goal is to melt through the thick ice crust of Europa to reach the liquid water hidden deep below.
It is a bold plan for the next decade. This discovery reminds us how much there is still to learn about our neighbor planets.
Indeed, it is a steady step forward in understanding our place in the universe. Thank you for joining us for this update.
We will continue to follow this story closely. Have a productive day.